Greetings, starseeds and lightworkers. It's Ava here, back for another Monday Q&A with DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family. I am a trance channeler who channels DiYeena, and we are here again with another question from you guys. So if you're new here, welcome, and I'm so glad you're here. And if you're here again, welcome again. I'm so glad you're back. So today's question is a really simple yet important one. And the question is, what is the difference between dimensions, realms, and planes? I have no idea. I'm just going to say that. So I'm curious to see what DiYeena has to say. So for those who are tuning in for the first time, I am a trance channeler, which means I take a little bit of a backseat in my body and allow DiYeena, who is my main guide, to come through and bring forth information for all of you. And she is a loving and wise and hilarious 13th. She said, here's how she says it. She says, "Don't limit me to 13. I'm here at 13th dimension because that's what's important for humanity right now, is re-anchoring into the original 13 blueprint within all of creation." So that's how she describes it. And so she's bringing forth the frequency of 13 for all of us. And she said that she herself has mastered in her multidimensionality, and she's here to remind us of the importance of the 13 for humanity at this particular time in consciousness. So I hope I did her justice in explaining her dimensionality. So I am going to just go ahead and go right out, and we'll put you in touch with DiYeena and answer this question on dimensions, realms, and planes. Hopefully DiYeena's got that. Oh, and if you have your earth drink ready to go, she loves to sip the earth with all of you. If you have a glass of water, even, that's fine too. She loves to take a little sip of tea if you have some. So here we go. We'll take a little step back, and we'll get you in touch with the Pleiadians. Greetings. This is DiYeena of the Pleiadian Family, bringing the love, and taking the sips of the tea to drink the earth, you see. We have described all this importance before. We will not do today, you see, but we will drink together, you see, in the frequency of the love, bringing together our heart to heart, coming together from all times and spaces, you see, coming together in this moment, to be together, to have a communion, to have an opportunity to bond together in this experience, to grow together in love, you see, to connect. So here we are. You can tell me what you are drinking in the chat if you would like, you see, or whatever you put down below, you see, how you do that. We're not quite sure, but we know you can do. We are drinking, I believe, this has some lemon. Feels a little sweet, perhaps some bees, some honey, you see. So honey lemon, you see, for us over here. What are you drinking? That would be nice to know, you see, because, and where are you in the world too? This is also helpful to type, where are you in the world? Because we would like to know, because we're all over here, you see. So nice to know, where are our other Pleiadian friends hanging out, you see. Even if you do not consider yourself Pleiadian, you're tuning into DiYeena here, you probably have been there at least one time. Guessing, you see. Well, here we are, you see. You want to know the difference between, see if we get this right here, the dimensions, the realms, and the planes. Okay, we can talk about this, you see. This is an important conversation here. So seeing if we are the right one. We are the right one to talk about this. We have others here, but we'll stay. Okay, so you're talking about the... Well, we are talking about the fractalization of consciousness, first of all, you see, because you cannot have in the whole, you see, the experience of the one, you see, any of that, you see. So we are talking in the fractalization, you see, all the different ways we can experience and all the different versions and places we can go to experience, you see. So when you're talking dimensionality, you're really talking, this gets a little confused in the spiritual worlds, you see. You think you're just rising up some elevator, going to more and more of yourself necessarily. When it's a way to think about it, but not necessarily in the practicality of it. It's more connected into the sacred geometrical patterning of the universe and how you are able to perceive the world, you see. So you have... the one dimension, the dot, you see, the 0 point, the nothing, you see, the 1 dimension or 2 dimensions, you've got the lines, and 3 dimension or the sudden you've got you can do all kinds of things. And then the 4th, you have the time, you see. So you are adding in the ability to perceive and move through creation in more advanced ways, you see. So there is more angularity. So when there is more angularity, there's more possibility, you see. So then you add in another dimension, which is another angle, you see. So third dimension, you have the triangle. Fourth dimension, you have all of a sudden you have the squares, you see. So 6 and on. So you have these different angles of perspective, angularities within creation possibilities, you see. So as you add more and more complexity to the angularities, you add more and more possibility to the experience. So it becomes more and more enriching experience because now the soul has more ways to travel in time, in space, you see, more ways to experience different levels of density within the construct of what is creation, you see. So you're only limited by the angularity of the perspective you're choosing to focus on, you see. That is it, because you're infinite in the angularity, because you're infinite in who you are, you see. There's all angles possible because all angles were created, are here. All angles exist, you see. So it's infinite in the dimensionality. It's infinite in where you can go in consciousness. What we limit it by is our perspective and what we choose to experience, you see. So we're choosing right here, DiYeena choosing 13, for example. It's pretty limited in the grand scheme of things, you see, but pretty, well, not say advanced, but maybe that's the right word for what we're talking about here. I'm not so sure the English, you see, but a different more complexity in the angularity than 3, you see, than the third dimension. So then we can share the information because we have more of the angularity, more of the perspective, more of the possibility, you see. And so that is really all. So you are not, there's nothing wrong or less when you are perceiving from less dimensions, you see. It is simply a choice point of what you're choosing to work with, you see, the construct you're desiring to experience, you see. So all of you in this moment are choosing to experience the construct of third dimension, you see. That is it, you see. With the time, with the fourth dimension as well, you see. Okay, so that is the choice point. So then you're going to be limited by that, but it's not a negative thing to be limited in that perspective because that was a choice point. You see how this works, you see. So then you open up the more dimensions and you have more availability. This is all, it's very simple in that particular way. So then you add in planes and realms. Well, then you're talking about the plane. So the realms, we'll start there, are the little worlds. These are worlds of possibility within planes, which would be, you could consider it like a timeline in a certain way, but there are planes of existence within these are the way to think about it, perhaps, is that there's as many infinite planes as there are ability to think in bring in new possibility, you see, because this is also infinite, you see, because what creates a timeline or a plane of existence, you see, is your ability to create it in thought, you see. So simply by thinking about it, and this happens on a collective level as well, when we put enough attention on something, we create it, you see. So we create these worlds and planes, you see, through our desire to experience it, you see. So we create all these worlds, say, okay, we would like to have a world with dragons or unicorns or whatever the case may be, you see. So we have these places, you see. And then the ones that talk about them on the third dimension where they are apparently not happening, you see, are seeming crazy, you see. Everything exists. Everything exists, you see. It just depends on where you're going in consciousness, but it's there somewhere. If someone had the ability to pull it into the third dimension, you can guarantee that it is a real thing somewhere, you see. We'll just put it like that for curiosity of the mind, you see. So the planes are really like the layers of the layers in consciousness, you see. Layers in consciousness that are really connected into the world of thought pre-matter in a certain way, you see, that can hold the matter. And then the realms are the worlds that hold the matter, that hold the density, that hold the perspective of the density, of the dimensionality, the chosen dimensionality of focus, you see. So then you have, okay, we have Earth, you know, we have a realm with Earth in it, you see. Third dimension. One possibility. Many more everywhere else, you see. So infinite, you see, infinite. That's a little bit, you see. And again, you see, you are limited in the mind when you try to put it all in the mind. So in any of these conversations, it's really good to really put on your listening ears down at your nipples. We sound a little crazy, you see, but this really works, you see. To put on the listening ears down there, you see, so that you are really listening from your heart space, you see. So that you are receiving from your heart. And then when you go to talk about it with a friend, you see, you talk from your heart. Because then you are tapping into that infinite that you are talking about. You see, if you're doing it from up here, you are really putting a cap on it. You see, so have the conversations from your heart. You see, so we hope that this has been a little bit helpful. You see, we'll leave it at that because it can be a very long conversation, but we feel like this is a little bit of good taste. You see, and without another one here to banter with, you see, we do podcast, you see, Play to Rise on another channel. Perhaps you can put it down, you see. But this is where we have the Shiloh. She's very good at talking with DiYeena, bantering back and forth, you see. And we do this in the membership as well, you see. This is very good, you see. So this is another way to get plugged into DiYeena in a way where it's back and forth a little bit more. You can ask the questions to her yourself, you see. This is a good way to do, you see. So we do. So this is really good. So we are here. We'll be back again next week, you see, for more information, for more questions. So send your questions in, you see, send them in if you would like to have it answered. This is the way. Blessings from Pleiades, that you are able to really hold all this information and then let it go. You see, let it go, because it does not matter anyway. You see, what matters is the love in your heart, that you are able to share it with everyone, and that you are able to be in that frequency every day. So blessings from the Pleiades. I trust that message was exactly what you needed to hear today. And if you liked it, go ahead and share it with your friends. And, we do have a membership and online community here where we bring in DiYeena two times a month on the full moon and new moon. And we have free energy updates within that community as well that are available for our members. So make sure you're plugged into the community. We'll drop the link in the description below, but make sure you're there. That's where you can get more information on DiYeena as well. And we also I'm available for private readings right now. I'm opening my schedule up, which may not be the case in the future. So if you are interested in getting a private reading with DiYeena, you can check that out below as well. So blessings to all of you. We'll see you again next week. And thanks for being here so much.